Hello everyone, welcome back to another video here on my channel. Today I'm going to be showing you a free plugin that you absolutely need to get your hands on. Now this just came out as of the time I'm recording this, I think about a week ago or so. It is called Noctua, if I'm pronouncing that correctly, and this is described as a modern cinematic soundscape synthesizer. Now before I do explain anything anymore, I'm just going to play a couple of patches that I put together with this. You can mainly scroll through presets and tweak them, but you could deeply tweak them and make it your own, which is really nice. And the sounds on here are so premium. Let me demonstrate. I put this together in about a minute once I opened it, which is incredible. It sounds like this. See, just a really deep sound, but that sounds amazing, and I built it out a bit with some additional elements like this. It's so simple, but that's such a good sound. We have a chord switch up over here. That is just amazing. It sounds great. There's a couple other ones that I have here, and then we'll go and demo it with a keyboard plugged in. A lot of these are really distorted and crispy, kind of is the way I describe them, but in a good way, in a way that you want it. This one's pretty extreme on that front. It sounds like this. And by the way, the plugin itself looks like this. See, that one's definitely pushing it a bit on the distortion. It's a little hot, but like I say, you can actually tweak that. This isn't like plugins back in the day where they'd be preset banks and you couldn't really do anything with them. This has a ton of great things to start with. There's also this patch. So just by listening to a few of these, you can kind of get a feel for what this provides. It's mainly a lot of atmospheric synths you could do with it. Also have this one. See, you just have some amazing sounds. We're gonna go ahead and open up a brand new instance of it here, so you could get a feel for what this is fully capable of, say with a keyboard and stuff. So the way this works, you install the UVI workstation. All this is gonna be linked in the description, by the way. And it says up here, double click to open the browser. You do that, select Noctua plugin, and you have many different folders here of presets to go through. Alarms, ambience, bass, effects, leads, pads, sequenced, and stabs. So say for example, we go to the very first one, alarms, and hit the activation one. It's gonna go ahead and load that. That would sound like this. That was scary. Anyway. Yeah, this isn't one I'm really gonna go for, but it does exist. It's definitely an alarm. I'm leaving that in, that's funny. Cool sound. You see, there's just so much that happens after the initial stab that just makes this that much cooler. I think though alarms aren't really for me in this case. We're gonna go ahead and take it a step out of there. Back to ambience. This is the one I like. So we went through a couple of the top ones already, but we do have towards the bottom, we'll click on a random one, shatter. See what that sounds like. Oh, it's very horror, that's interesting. Find one that's a little more melodic for our tastes though. Here we go. Sure, if we draw in something with that, it might be a little cooler. So it's got that distortion thing going on like I was talking about. It's very crisp. Right down here, that's kind of nice. I would want to tweak this one, and like I say, what's good about this plugin is it lets you. It doesn't mean you're just locked in with these effects. You could change everything here, say for example we wanted to turn off this one. And this. Just get that weird glitchy sound, or just turn on the main one, or this background one as well. Say you don't like the weird background stuff, you could turn that off. Just have this, and you can mess with different settings here. You can see this is morphing it into a different shape. Brings up some harmonics, but the real important one is the effects tab. You see we have this clipper here, and this is what's responsible for a lot of that distortion. We could ease up on it and make it more clean. That's cool. And of course, I'm not really feeling this specific sound, so we go and find a different one. That's cool too. Do this. This one's interesting. You just see, this is a whole bank of just some incredible sounds, and it's completely free. All you have to do is get the software that includes it, literally installs it for you, and you're set. I do also want to point out, this video is not sponsored in any way. This is literally just, I came across, a couple people on YouTube suggesting this plugin, and it was free, so I figured, why wouldn't I get it? And I'm just really impressed with it, and I wanted to promote it here. So we're going to go through a couple more here, but obviously, you know, you could go through all of the presets when you get this plugin, but we do have some leads as well, which is a little bit different than what we've been looking at so far. So say we had like a melody. This one's kind of nice down here, very plucky. Let's do like one of these. So in this sound specifically, I could already tell you, and you know, I'm not too familiar with the layout yet because I'm brand new to using this. This has that same kind of thing. There's like the main sound and there's like a weird background one. I'm not vibing with the background stuff going on, so we're gonna learn how to turn that off. It's probably this one. Yeah, you see, if we solo it, that's what I'm not really into. So this is part of our main sound, and it blends with this one. That sounds a lot cleaner already. And then this is something I would go in and add probably like delay to or something. We have some stuff built in. Like we could distort it if we want. I don't want to, but we could. We have this maximizer, which is pretty useful for making things a bit louder. But of course, you know, you can go and use whatever effects are built in, or stick it on a mixer channel and add your own effects, which is something I'm pretty comfortable with, so I'll probably do that. Probably want this to be decorated with delay. Like that. Throw like disperser on there or something, followed by a big compressor. Turn that down though, obviously it's gonna be too much. Suddenly, that's like a really vibey intro. Imagine like put chords over this, and you know what? We're gonna do it. Why not? I'm demoing the plugin, may as well. What I'm gonna do first, actually, this is just a workflow thing. I'm gonna open up an instance of Serum, and I'm just gonna keep like, you know, saws on. I'm gonna draw on the chords here just because, you know, they're gonna happen. There's gonna be quick attack on them. It's just a normal default sound. And then I'm gonna load onto like that Noctua plugin and get a cool pad going. So I think our chord would just be something like this. Yeah, something like that. So now we go ahead and replace this, and we'll get a good sound for it, and maybe start the potential beginning of a track. Kind of doing this in the same project as the other one, which is unintentional. And it's going to be very messy, because we're going to have like 3 different songs in this one FLP, basically. But, you know, let's do it anyway, why not? So let's grab a pad. See how this one sounds. I think that's too low, we gotta put it up a lot. Oh, that's a nice sound. So I said this has like a long attack. What if we want to go ahead and make this a little more like, make this a little shorter? We could do that with the attack knob here. Too much distortion, we're gonna get rid of that. Yeah, that sounds really good. That's impressive. So I don't want this video to go on for too long. I think we'll go ahead and demo a couple more of the presets with my keyboard in, and then that will wrap us up. So let's go ahead and do that now. Alright, so we've got the keyboard in. We're just going to demo a couple of the patches, just pretty much at random to see what we come up with. That's a really nice one. Again, it's very crisp, and it just sounds nice. Go through a couple more. That's cool. Very nice bass. That one's really nice. I like that a lot. Going. Interesting. Go to a different section as well, so let's check out some more of the leads. That's a cool sound already. I've only hit 2 notes and I really like it. That'd be good for like a rock thing, kind of like in the background, like super distorted. Wait, lower? Very nice sound. How about this one? Ooh. I got a couple basses as well. I know you guys are going to be curious of that. Very cool. Alright, so I think that shows it pretty clearly what this plugin's capable of. It's really good, as I say. All of the links to get it are in the description. But if you enjoyed this, don't forget to drop a like and subscribe for future content like this. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.